Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have some exciting news to tell you all. I just feel so happy to say it, and just sorry for that. Yeah, there's some stuff going on in my kitchen right now. You'll find out in this week's video. Anyways guys, I got accepted into college. I really wanted to go to school because I'm going to go for like midwifery. I don't know if that's the word. I'm really excited. I got accepted. Everything is being handled and I'm really excited. I'm going to start in August, so hopefully the videos will still continue to be the same, around the same schedule. Maybe if you know, I have around a certain schedule that I try to keep to sometimes. So today's video is going to be another book club. It's been like forever. Like my second video was a book club and it's been like 6 months, almost 7. I'm so sorry. I haven't actually read that many books. I have books to recommend and a little kind of draw of books I should read. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and talk about the books that I have read, and they were kind of on the list that I spoke about in the past video, which I will link it up there or down there. You'll see it. And I want to talk about the books that I have read, which actually 2 of the books that I was gonna read on the last one, because I was gonna read The Husband's Secret, The Help, and I Believe You Are a Badass, which I did read The Husband's Secret and You Are a Badass book. I went on vacation, as you all know. My dog chewed up my book, which I haven't gotten it replaced, and I was like probably halfway done through it. So far it was great. It was making me feel good. And then The Help, I wasn't really feeling it, and then I was still in the back of my mind like, I've already seen the movie, so why am I gonna want to read this book? But I do. It's in the list in my little thingy right here. It's in there, so if it comes out, I'm gonna read it. Let's talk about the books that I have read, then we'll go from there. So the first one, I'm gonna go ahead and talk about it. It's The Husband's Secret. Oh my gosh, this was like, I think I read it like in a day. If you follow me on Snapchat, you will know. Totally recommend you follow me on Snapchat, because then I post little things on there. I was just so hooked into it. I thought it was gonna be pretty boring and everything. At first I was just getting so impatient, like, when am I gonna find out what the secret is? What is going on? Because there's actually, okay, let me break it down for you. There's actually 3 couples in this, and somehow in a way they're connected. So it's a lot to explain because it shows different point of views from every woman in the relationship. The Husband's Secret, I don't want to really spoil it for you because then there's really no point. It kind of messes up with everything. But the thing is that The Husband's Secret kind of like tests his wife's like true, I guess, willing to be with him. And then at the end, it kind of like ended in a way that it's pretty sad, but then I kind of get it. And then at the end, it talks about like different scenarios that could have happened in order to prevent certain things. And then it's like, if this didn't happen, this would have happened, but if this didn't, if this happened, that's why this happened. So it was just messing with my mind because it was giving me all these possibilities, and I'm just like, what the heck, just leave it like that. Don't tell me any of this. Don't give me any more backstories. Just stop and mess with my head. And that's why I definitely recommend this. Leanna Moriarty, you are wow. And the next book I want to talk about, The Girl on the Train. I don't know if I have talked about it on here or anything, but yes, I read it before the movie. That's what I always do, and that's why I was trying to read it quickly, because I was like, I want to watch the movie. And this book, oh my gosh, like, it was so shocking, so good, so weird and crazy. It felt so real. Like, I felt like I was actually her. Basically, it's this woman who is always on a train, and she's actually divorced. She recently got divorced because her husband was cheating on her. Okay, there's gonna be a bit of spoilers in here if you don't, like, oh, what does CinemaSin says? That's what they say. So anyways, yeah, she just got divorced, and so she always rides the train out to the city for work. If you read it, you'll know. And she would always pass by this couple, and she gave them names, but she really didn't know them. She would see them and she picture them as her perfect couple. Like, they never argued. He was the most amazing guy. She was so beautiful and this and this and that. But there were like crazy situations with that couple. And then one day, all of a sudden, the girl from that couple is missing and she's going crazy. She's an alcoholic, so it kind of made it worse. It was like a big thriller, which I love, because it's like, oh my god, is he gonna do this? Or who's the person that did this? It's very shocking at the end. You will not expect it, which I love. So yeah, pick this up. The next honorable mention is this bad boy. So you all know it came out in on Netflix, which I also watched. Oh, I just want to quickly mention, I watched the movie, and when I read books before the movie, I always compare them, and I watched it with my sister, and then I was like, that didn't happen. No, no, you missed that part. That was very vital. No, no. Oh my gosh, wow, that was great. Okay, I give the book 10 out of 10. The movie, I give it an 8. 7.5, 8. Solid. So anyways, back to this one. This book, wow. It was so shocking to see and to like live this girl's life. I mean, it's already on Netflix, so you know, it doesn't really matter. And this girl who killed herself, she left these tapes, 13 reasons why she killed herself. And the book is written in what's his name? Dang. Yeah, Clay's point of view, and he's the one listening to them. And him and Hannah, the main girl, she actually had a very close connection to Clay, and it's on his tape right now. And he's finding out everything that happened to her and everything that she was going through. And wow, it hurt me to read it. I cried when Clay was crying. And this just shows you that, even the show, it shows you that just one little thing can ruin someone's day. One little thing can end someone's life. I mean, you may not see what some of the kids did to her as something big, but to her it was, and it was enough for her to kill herself. So I think that's a great message. It's not pushing suicide. I think it's pushing it in a good way, because people need to talk about it. Nobody was really talking about suicide until they started making a show, until this book came out. Like, that's why I think it's so great, because it gives a good meaning that just one little thing can hurt someone to the point of death, you know? So everybody, watch what you tell people, make people feel good, because maybe you just smiling at someone and saying, oh, have a great day, hi, you look great today, you know, something like that could really impact and change someone's life, you know? And so yeah, and when I watched the show, as you know, in the book, he actually read all of the tapes in one night, and in the book, I mean in the show, he actually watched it like throughout a long time. And I did like it, I'm not gonna lie, and I can't wait for season 2. The next one, I actually haven't read it yet, but I mean, I read it in like elementary, middle school, high school, and it may be really, really bright. But this is a collection which, oh, I just want to say something. This right here is because of a video you're gonna see maybe later this week, or maybe I posted it before this. I think I am gonna post this before this. It's actually my BoxyCharm unboxing, which, yeah, it is gonna go up before this. And yeah, this was from Swatches. Sorry, I kind of didn't want to change my shirt, and I was trying to keep it 100% real with you guys, so yeah. Anyways, this is Where the Sidewalk Ends, Everything on It by Shel Silverstein. I'm not sure how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. And it's just a big collection of poems. Ugh, you can't even really see it, I'm sorry guys. And it's great because they're funny. They almost kind of teach you something in a way. I just thought that it was great. I love these. Like, you can read it probably in a day as well. But I really enjoyed this book, and I definitely think this is something you should give your kids if you have any. You should just read yourself. It's something to just entertain yourself and pass by the time. At the back it says, I'm pretty sure you won't be able to read that. If you are a dreamer, come in. If you are a dreamer, a wisher, a liar, a hoper, a prayer, a magic bean buyer. If you're a pretender, come sit by my fire, for we have some flax golden tales to spin. Come in, come in. So I want to give an honorable mention to John Green, who I just found out great news, but I'll talk about that in a minute. His books, he wrote The Fault in Our Stars. I don't have it right here because, you know what, everybody should get familiar with other books that he's written. The Fault in Our Stars, great movie, hands down. That was great movie as well, but great book. That was the first book of his that I read. And then I bought this one, and then Babe bought me this one because I really wanted to watch the movie, which I just realized I haven't even watched it yet. Or have I? Anyways, but first let's talk about Looking for Alaska, which, okay, just one thing. I just need to say one thing. If you love Happily Ever Afters, I'm not sure his books are it for you. Like, I've only read 3 of his. I haven't read the rest of his, but every single book does not have the happily ever after where the guy gets the girl comes back to him or something like that. It's not like that whatsoever. Something happens and it hurts me. I'm like shook, what everybody else is saying. I'm like shook by these books. So just for fair warning on these books, you know, this is about a boy whose name is Miles, and he is actually, I think, new to a school, and then he meets this girl, Alaska, and it actually has a countdown to a day in particular that he wants to talk about, and it's just great. It's very romantic and quirky, and I feel like everything that happens in these books can happen in real life, and his books are greatly written. I love all of his books. I think this one is just, it's just, oh my gosh. I just love all of the books. Now, Paper Towns is another book, which I kind of feel like they're talking about paper towns as in like everything is paper and everybody is something. That's basically what they're talking about, and I kind of don't get it, if I'm being honest. The main guy, he kind of like gets this thing with this girl, and then all of a sudden she runs away or something like that, and he tries to find her and he's following her and stuff like that, and is basically trying to get into this girl's head to realize that, you know, the world is not a paper town. I'm here for you, basically, something like that. And this is just another great book. I mean, what else can I say about it? I really love all of his books. I love these kind of novels. I hate that they're not happily ever afters, but we can move on that. John Green has officially announced that he's releasing a book in October, which I am gonna buy. I want to pre-order it because, you know, I want to get it, but at the same time it's like I'm just gonna buy it when I go to the bookstore, you know. Okay, so the time has come to find out the books that I'm going to read next. I'm going to choose 3 books, and I hope to finish them in the next 2 months because I want to try to give you a book club at least every 2 months. So I'm going to try and do that. So I'm going to pick 3. I'm going to just shake it up and let 3 fall. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm setting them aside. You know what? I'm going to set them right here so you can see them. There you go. They're right there. I'm not touching them. And this isn't going to be edited, so you're not seeing, whoa, 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 you know? I'm going to go ahead and open them. I'm really scared. I hope they're good books.
Open the first one. I'm trying to do this fast so, you know, I'm not wasting your time.
The first one is Hate List. Okay. The next one, I'll go ahead and pull them out after I read them off for you.
The next one, I hope it's really good. I kind of want to read a thriller kind of book.
Wow, the next one is It. I have had this book for I don't know how long, and I haven't read it because it is pretty scary, and plus the movie's coming out and I kind of want to watch it in a way, but I'm just too scared. I'm a chicken. Oh my gosh, the next one is The Shining. So It and The Shining are by Stephen King, which is one of the best like scary thriller kind of writers, and I have to read both of these. Oh my gosh, I'm so scared, guys. Can I switch them out? I'm gonna read them. I'm gonna read them. Let me go ahead and pull them out for you. So the first one here is Hate List. It's by Jennifer Brown. I honestly don't even know who it's by. I'm pretty sure it had a cover, but I'm guessing it's not here anymore. Next one is It. This fat book. Oh my gosh, how many pages is this? It's over 1,000 pages. Oh my goodness. And last but not least, The Shining. Honestly, the only reason I'm even gonna read or bought this book was because of friends, and Joey was reading The Shining and he would put it in the freezer, and I'm just like, this thing is that scary. It's definitely going in the freezer, and I will show you it in the freezer. So yeah guys, that's it. I'm really excited for the next books to read. I hope you enjoy this. I hope you check out all the books that I am reading and everything, and maybe we should create a tag. I know I don't want to copy, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell you who gave me the idea or whose idea it was, so I'm gonna kind of use it. So Sarah Vargas, she also has a book club, and she has the hashtag reading with Ray or reading with Sarah, something like that. I'm not sure. So our hashtag is going to be hashtag reading with Alna. So let's use that right there. And yeah, that's it guys. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.